girl, you are killing it, okay? Because in this season, you guys, we are going to be moving forward. We're not going to worry about what the next person has to say, their opinions about us, about what we're doing, what we should be doing, or anything like that. We're only going to focus on what God has for us, and we're going to move forward with that mindset, okay? At work, every 6 months, we have to complete goals based on our strengths and our weaknesses, where we currently are, and where we like expect to see ourselves in the future. So as I was doing my goals, you guys, well, actually, before I started my goals, I actually read my goals from last year, and I've come so far, you guys. I've come so far. So I've actually only been in this department going on 2 years. In case you guys don't know, I'm actually in corporate accounting, and I'm just thrilled at how far I've actually come, because like a lot of times when you are new to a department, you have a lot of limiting beliefs, especially like if you don't really know um, the ins and outs of that department. And of course, everyone, when you go to a new department, you're gonna get trained. It's going to be new. You're gonna have challenges, but you guys, I came into a season to where it was really busy and chaotic. I'm gonna try to clean it up, because I realized that on my last video, I really spoke from a lot of emotion. I'm a very emotional person, okay? But I spoke from a lot of emotion, and I don't want it to seem like I'm bashing anybody or anything like that. But my old supervisor, you guys, she really did a number on me. And I talk about it all the time about how I had to take FMLA and take a stress leave, and it was just really hard. So when she actually retired last year, I just saw a lot of improvement within myself. So I just want to say this. Sometimes when you're struggling in a position, not to put it off on anyone else or anything like that, but when you're struggling in a position, you have to really hone in that God has positioned you, right? God has placed you there, and where God placed you, no man can remove you. And it took me to actually understand that, and to fully have faith and to believe in it. That's why I've been diving so deep in my Bible. And that's why I've been diving so deep in building my relationship with God, because in this season, you guys, I just want God to have it His way. I want Him to let His will be done. And with that, you guys, you're going to experience trials and tribulations. You're going to have challenges. But what God wants you to do is to steadfast and to continue to push. Continue to push, because with that push, you guys, on the other side of all that fear, on the other side of all those limiting beliefs, is going to be your promotion. And I'm not talking about just promotion with your job. I mean, if that comes with it, okay, get it, girl. But what I'm talking about is like with your seasons in life, because every single day you are learning, you're experiencing different things. God is taking you to different things, so you're going to have challenges. So if you can withstand those challenges and just keep pushing yourself, I promise you, you are going to see the difference, okay? And when you realize it, you are going to feel so blown away. So, because you guys, when I was reading the reviews, I was actually expecting, not so much as just expecting, but in the back of my mind, I was like, oh my God, what did they say? Because it wasn't available until now. So I was like, okay, what did they say? You know, where do I stand in this department? So I read it and I was like, oh my God, he has nothing but great things to say about me. So of course, I've been doing great, as the more and more I work in this department, the more challenges I actually face. I'm learning, I'm absorbing all of this. And you guys, I work on the 11th floor. So there's 12 floors in this corporate office. And it's just honestly, it's amazing, because I get to work with people who share their everyday experiences, people who, you know, push and perform. I have women that's around me that's supportive, women that's around me that really loves their position, really love what they do, and that's just so inspiring to be around people that actually love what they do. And sometimes when you're in an environment where you have people around you that kind of changes the energy in that department, it can kind of take a toll on you. I'm not even gonna lie, it takes a toll on you. But you dictate, you dictate how you respond to situations, okay? Because if you allow someone to change your mood or make you feel some kind of way, that's you allowing, that person to win. And it's not even that person, to tell you the truth. because the devil can use people. They may not even have no ill feelings against you or anything like that. They may have just everyday challenges themselves. People go through things. We're all human, right? So sometimes people just don't understand that how they may speak to you or treat you may have like a negative impact. That might just be their personality, and you might just your personality just might not match with their personality, and it may cause a clash. That person may or may not know that they're offending you. So until you actually have a conversation, or until you actually decide in your mind that you're not going to allow someone else actions or words or just whatever it may be to dictate your emotions, when you remove those limiting beliefs on yourself, and when you believe that God is going to back you up every second of the day, that's when that is when, okay, y'all. So I went on to do my goals, and some of the things that I thought about myself, like when I was writing, I was like, oh my goodness, like, I love this for me. I love this for me. Y'all, I struggled. I struggled in this department. And yesterday, no, day before yesterday, when I had been live, I was telling you guys how much of a struggle this department actually was, and how I'm actually now seeing a dietitian. Because y'all, I've gained weight. I'm now 189 pounds. Um, and I've gained a lot of weight. I was 145 pounds, but I have to change the subject or anything like that. But I'm now seeing a dietitian, and I was just telling her Tuesday, which was my first appointment. Um, I was telling her that I really, because she asked me what do I eat on the regular, and I told her I really don't know. And I really couldn't just think about any food like other than the weekend. Because on the weekends, I eat, I do whatever it is. But when I'm working, like my 9 to 5, well, I work 7 to 4. But when I'm at work, I literally do not eat. Like I go all day. I'm seated in my desk or whatever, and I'm just not eating. I'm not getting up to go to the bathroom. But my dietitian told me, set an alarm for every 3 to 4 hours to get up and eat. Get up, drink something. Get up, stretch your legs out. Don't just sit there. So today, I actually exercised that, and y'all, I felt so much better. Y'all, I'm at the park, and there's people. They're driving around. Okay, they're driving. Okay, so please excuse that. But yeah, so when I was telling her that, she was like, no, no, we can't have that, because your eating habits, your hydration, your sleeping habits, all of that plays a role in your life, your everyday life, your stressors. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm not sleeping well. I do find myself stressing. So it's just a lot. So when she was talking about all that, you guys, I just took it all in, and I've been making notes. And like, I'm not saying that I made like a complete overnight change, like, but I did make an overnight mindset change, because I'm like, you want to know what? No more. I got a vacation coming up. I got a girl trip coming up. Actually, the girl trip is coming up in April. Okay, the girl trip is coming up in April, and my cruise is gonna be at the end of May, going into June. So I got to get myself together. Like, I'm not saying that I don't love myself or anything like that. I love how I look, but there's always room for improvement. But back to my job, back to your job. Okay, when you go to work, okay, I want you to understand you are doing much better than what you think you are. Somewhere down the line, you have placed limiting beliefs on yourself, and that has put you in a little bit of a box. That has that right there, you being in that box, you putting yourself in that box, makes you feel as if everyone is also putting you in that box. And I hate that I had to actually see a review to realize that I'm actually doing better than what I am. Sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes we do need to see it. But I hate that I had to actually see it. Like, I don't love it for me that I didn't have that inside of me already. But I know one thing, moving forward I sure will. I'm gonna have this inside of me. I'm gonna move forward with this. And if you take anything from this video, have that within you. Have faith in yourself. Have faith that God has positioned you, and that God is going to carry you through your seasons in life. So take your challenges or whatever it is that you may be facing as learning experiences. Like, I know you'll learn from me, like, oh, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. Not that kind of learning. Just be like, you want to know what? How can I make this different? How can I make tomorrow better for myself? What can I do? Let me reevaluate myself. Let me give myself a self evaluation. Like, Is it something that I can do for myself? What can I do tomorrow to make myself better? Especially if you're passive, because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm passive and I'm really working on being more assertive because I don't want to lose my voice in the process. God has been working hard on me to gain this voice. Like, especially me being on YouTube. YouTube is really helping me. Like, I'm coming on here, I'm venting, I'm going live, I'm talking to you guys, and it's just taking me out of my little shy bubble. And I appreciate you guys for that. So, I just hope and pray that you guys are taking your challenges one day at a time. Okay? Take it one day at a time. Take it from me. Take it one day at a time. Don't allow people or experiences or downfalls or failures or anything that you may be going through. These are just challenges. They're just stepping stones, okay? Don't allow it to detour you from what God has in store for you. Like, I promise you, it'll get so much better. Like, in this season, you guys, I am, however, working on my digital marketing business. I am working on building a community. And I know I keep coming over here talking about this community, but I'm moving when God tells me to move. So when God tells me to open up the community and share the word, I'm going to do that. But right now, I actually have a pretty good waiting list. And it's crazy. I went and checked my beacons the other day and I was like, oh my goodness, I have quite a few people who have already signed up for the waiting list. And I'll actually attach to this video. So if you feel like this is something that you may be interested in, then you can go ahead and jump right on board with the rest of us. But it's essentially a community of like-minded women who want to be like faith-driven first in their business endeavors, right? Sometimes it takes a community. Sometimes it takes you being around other people that are inspiring, other people who are motivating you, pushing you to continue on. Because life is not easy, you guys. Life definitely be lifing over here. Life be lifing over here, okay? So I just want to encourage you guys to take it one step at a time. Take it one step at a time. We got this. Girl, we got this. Give me a high five. Pop, pop. We got this, okay? All right, let me go. Because my dietitian told me that I could eat after 5:30. It's almost 5:30, so I got me some food. So I'm actually tonight I'm eating shrimp, tilapia, and rice. So I'm making a conscious attempt to do better. If you're watching this, go ahead and pat yourself on the back, and then leave a comment down below. Okay, leave a comment down below, and just let me know that if in this season that you are going to do better, that you're going to be more faith driven, in your season, and you're going to allow God to have his will. Have his way. Let his will be done. All right. All right, loves, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. You guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for everybody who has been tuning into my videos, tuning into my lives, and just really pouring into me because you guys are absolutely amazing. And you're giving me the encouragement and the strength to continue on. And I just love that. I love that for you. I love that for me. I love the community that we are building. So until next time, loves, have a great day. Bye.